Donald Trump's poll numbers took such a hit after the first debate that now he's going on the stump and preemptively attacking the moderator before the first debate. So it seems like he really doesn't even want to do this anymore, to be honest with you.
Another real great one. Another great one. Kristen Welker. She's a radical Democrat. Look at them, they're getting angry. She's a radical Democrat. She deleted her entire account. Everything is deleted. But I've known her. She's been screaming questions at me for a long time. And she's no good. But I figure, what the hell? She asked you a question. How did I do the other night against one that was worse? She was worse, Savannah. So I had Savannah Guthrie the other night. She was like a crazed lunatic. She was literally rising out of her chair as she's screaming questions.
It's really just like an open secret in DC that they think Trump is going to lose. It's part of why Republicans are not coming together with the White House on the stimulus package. They don't feel the incentive to link up with the president, the de facto leader of the party, who, yeah, I get it, has terrible poll numbers, and this election is a referendum on his response to the pandemic. So why would you want to be associated with his response to the pandemic? I mean, my point would be you already are, so maybe you want to give people some relief before the election, but that's not how they think. They think austerity, cutbacks, no relief for people. That's traditionally the Republican position, but I digress. Doesn't it seem like Trump knows it too? Doesn't it seem like he kind of knows it too? It's basically like he's a dead man walking at this point. None of the things he's pushing forward, none of the traditional outrage that he usually elicits from the media, it's not like clicking in any real way. And it's almost like people aren't even paying attention to him anymore, which is his worst nightmare. But what's worse, him not getting the publicity from this debate, or this debate happening and the result being very similar to the last time, which is that Biden got a polling bump and he looked terrible. With the first presidential debate just a few days out, Donald Trump and his allies have launched a preemptive strike against its moderator, NBC News White House correspondent Kristen Welker, in an attempt to portray the Thursday contest as rigged from the start. Such a strategy of trying to intimidate the moderators is part of the Trump playbook. He similarly suggested that Fox News anchor Chris Wallace, who moderated the initial September 29th debate, and C-SPAN's Steve Scully, who was scheduled to oversee the second debate, would treat him unfairly. Despite previously praising Welker and personally congratulating her in January after NBC named her co-anchor on Weekend Today, Trump ranted about the reporter in front of his jeering crowds. Earlier this month, Trump campaign advisor Jason Miller also commended Welker's fair reporting, telling Fox News that he has a very high opinion of her and thinks she's going to do an excellent job as the moderator for the third debate. I think she's a journalist who's very fair in her approach. But over the past few days, the opinion of Welker from inside Trump world has drastically changed as the president's personal coalition of the willing has unfurled nearly every attack imaginable to cast the soon-be moderator as a secret Democratic weapon planted in the debate to help Joe Biden. The debate commission is nothing more than an accomplice to the radical Dems in their efforts to rig the 2020 election, tweeted Lou Dobbs, one of Trump's favorite Fox personalities and arguably the most unhinged. Next debate moderator, another with deep Democrat ties, tweeted right-wing talk radio host Mark Levin. Hours before Trump mocked Welker's voice during a Monday stump speech, the hosts of Fox and Friends used the same line of attack first. She's often the most abrasive, most dismissive, most disrespectful reporter in all those briefings, said Fox's Brian Kilmeade during a segment that featured a montage of Welker simply asking the president questions. To be fair to them, do all of these mainstream media reporters hate Trump? Yes, pretty much. He's an embarrassment, and I understand why they despise him. They are part of elite media, and he has rocked the boat in a way that's destructive to the country, but also to the traditional power structure in DC. So they hate him for both of those reasons. Obviously, I hate him more for the destruction of the country, actually all for that, not for the shaking up of Washington. He did it in an egregious way. Bernie Sanders, for example, would have done it in a way that would have made things better. So I'll give them that, I guess. But, oh, come on, dude. You're already complaining that the refs are biased against you? That's loser talk. That's not championship talk. You always hear that, say, if you're watching sports from a team that consistently loses. Look, I'm a Giants fan. They're one of the 3 worst teams in the NFL right now. And I don't even go as far as to complain about the refs because that's loser talk. Loser. You're a loser, bro. He's never said bro. I don't even know why I said it. But yeah, it seems like he knows it. Writing's on the wall. He's likely out of there in just a few weeks.